Hey Jackie, Auntie, Jackie, you ready? When the clouds roll.
Have you been feeling stuck and unsure of how to move forward? Well, that can be really, really frustrating. But did you know sharing your story, it just might be the key to unlocking progress. Now, when we share our experiences, it helps us to gain a new perspective. It allows us to see patterns and insights that we might have missed before. It's also a way to process and release some of that pent up emotions. It can give clarity and also relief. Now, as we do this, it opens up and creates a connection with others who may have similar journeys. It begins to create a sense of community and support while also empowering us, reminding us of our strength and resilience. And this can inspire others. It begins to create a cycle of mutual encouragement. Now, as we begin to tell our story, you might notice some reoccurring themes that contribute to feeling stuck, helping you recognize and break some of these patterns. But ultimately, sharing your story, it can clarify your goals and your desires and begin to make it easier to take bold actions and steps towards the life that you want and you desire. And at the same time, it empowers others to do the same. So there are many, many benefits to sharing your story. Today, I am so excited to have this conversation with you today. It's probably been about 2 or 3 weeks now that I was able to have an opportunity to be in the elephant room with Linda Carmouche. And we had an amazing conversation talking about unleashing bold, fulfilled, and free. And what I learned from that conversation is there is so much power in sharing your story. Sometimes we focus on and we say, I'm going to share this part, but I'm not going to share this part. Or I'm only going to share how I succeeded. I'm only going to share the amazing parts of my story. But you'd be amazed at sharing all of your story and embracing every part of your story, how it can impact others. Now, you know me, I always like to start out with a quote. So today is no different. I am going to read this quote to you, and it says, don't be ashamed of your story. It has the power to inspire. It has the power to inspire others. Your story, it empowers others to come to terms with their own. So, as you can see, there are many, many benefits of sharing your story. One of the benefits of sharing your story is that it builds connections and community. As you begin to share your story, it helps people to see that they're not alone, that what you've experienced, you're not the only one. And you get to see that you're not on an island by yourself. So it creates a sense of connecting, a sense of belonging. It could begin to foster support within a community where people can identify and connect with each other. Your story, it can also be a bridge that connects hearts. It can encourage others to open up and share their own stories and their own journey. It can create a ripple effect of shared understandings and compassions. And that's what I discovered as I began to share my story. There were many people who commented that they understood, that they could relate. And it was really, really impactful. Another thing that sharing your story does, it empowers personal growth. Oh my world. When we share our story, we begin to reclaim the narrative of our journey. We begin to recognize our own strength. And as we begin to act on that vulnerability, it can be it can be so empowering, and it can help you reflect on your growth. It can help you learn the lessons that you learned along the way. I've often said, when we experience things, it's never bad. It's never, never bad because we're learning something about us. We're learning something about the situation. We're learning something about people. And we're learning something about God. So it definitely creates an opportunity for personal growth. By owning your story, you gain confidence. You begin to gain clarity. It can begin to change and just transform your life. Your past experience, it can be a source of personal power and inspiration for others. Now, the third thing sharing your story can do is that it can inspire and it can uplift others. Our story, it has the potential to inspire people that begin to hear it. Anyone that hears your story, it has the potential to inspire them. It can inspire them by sharing your triumphs as well as sharing your challenges. It can provide hope, it can provide motivation, and helping others face their similar struggles and challenges. Your journey, it can serve as a beacon of light, showing that overcoming obstacles is possible and that everyone has the capacity to achieve their own version of success and fulfillment. So I hope these 3 tips has helped you and inspired you and caused you to see that there is so much power in sharing your story, sharing the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between. It would be so great if we could begin to create some synergy around sharing our stories and not make it be something that we have to be ashamed of and we have to hide. But some things, when we expose things, the enemy no longer can hold them over us, hold them over our head. And as I often say, is that you want to have wisdom for sure. You want to be careful in what you share, how much you share. And the reality of it all, you don't have to share all of the details of your story, but you can share it in a way where it truly can impact the lives of others. So, you know me, my desire is that we always continue to live bold, fulfilled, and free. So, as we share our stories, it equips us, it empowers us to begin to live bold, fulfilled, and free. So, until next time, take care